Yes, but you only have one. And I can't hear your sound because you're not sharing your sound.
I gotta share it.
And Alex Gross. Congratulations on your continued hard work and
Can everybody
success.
hear it?
Here are the top 5
Thumbs
agents
up
week
if
to
you
date
can.
for April 22nd to 28th, week 4. Congratulations to Heather Robeson on taking the lead, followed by Jaden Glasson and Alex Gross. Let's recognize the top 5 agents month to date for April 2026. Heather Robeson is in the lead, with Alex Gross and Jaden Glasson close behind. Your persistence, focus, and hard work speak for themselves. Congratulations to everyone. These are the wins behind the growth. Real progress and real effort by real people. Hear about the successes of Heather, Kathleen, Kira, Anmar, and Mike, and how their dedication is paying off. A big welcome to our new agents, Kyla Lamorticella, Medalia Santiago, and Ashley Fiabina. A new chapter starts here, and we're glad you're part of it. Take a look at our weekly schedule. It includes morning motivation meetings, the Book of the Month meeting, team calls, and virtual business overviews. Make sure to tune in. The May Book of the Month is Winning the War in Your Mind by Craig Groeschel. Join us on Discord every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning meeting breakout room for a 45 to 50-minute discussion. Register now for the virtual business overview at fflvbo.com/join. Learn about the IMO that's paying agents what they deserve with up to 145% commission contracts and more. Great news! Family and agent group health insurance are now available to all. Visit integrityhealthplan.com to learn more about the Integrity Health Plan and see your rates in minutes. Thank you, Integrity. Don't miss the Ignite sales conferences. Upcoming dates are May 28th in Phoenix and September 10th in West Palm Beach. Both are free entry. Register ASAP to learn how to sell at a high level, build an agency, and scale your business. Mark your calendars for our next Fall Into the Fun event in El Paso, Texas, from October 28th to November 1st. It's a free, family-friendly event open to all teams. Weekly team meeting. We have a special guest today, Heather Robeson. We will be discussing how to level up in 2026, going from agent to owner. Congratulations to our top 5 for submits this week. Heather Robeson leads with nearly $6,900 in annual premium, followed by Alex Gross and Jaden Glasson. We are celebrating our 5K plus AP Achiever of the Week, Heather Robeson and Alex Gross. Congratulations on your continued hard work and success. Here are the top 5 agents week to date for April 22nd to 28th, week 4. Congratulations to Heather Robeson on taking the lead, followed by Jaden Glasson and Alex Gross. Let's recognize the top 5 agents month to date for April 2026. Heather Robeson is in the lead, with Alex Gross and Jaden Glasson close behind. Your persistence, focus, and hard work speak for themselves. Congratulations to everyone. These are the wins behind the growth. Real progress and real effort by real people. Hear about the successes of Heather, Kathleen, Kira, Anmar, and Mike, and how their dedication is paying off. A big welcome to our new agents, Kyla Lamorticella, Medalia Santiago, and Ashley Fiabina. A new chapter starts here, and we're glad you're part of it. Take a look at our weekly schedule. It includes morning motivation meetings, the Book of the Month meeting, team calls, and virtual business overviews. Make sure to tune in. The May Book of the Month is Winning the War in Your Mind by Craig Groeschel. Join us on Discord every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning meeting breakout room for a 45 to 50-minute discussion. Register now for the virtual business overview at fflvbo.com/join. Learn about the IMO that's paying agents what they deserve with up to 145% commission contracts and more. Great news! Family and agent group health insurance are now available to all. Visit integrityhealthplan.com to learn more about the Integrity Health Plan and see your rates in minutes. Thank you, Integrity. Don't miss the Ignite sales conferences. Upcoming dates are May 28th in Phoenix and September 10th in West Palm Beach. Both are free entry. Register ASAP to learn how to sell at a high level, build an agency, and scale your business. Mark your calendars for our next Fall Into the Fun event in El Paso, Texas, from October 28th to November 1st. It's a free, family-friendly event open to all teams.
Hey everyone, welcome and thanks for hopping on. I'm going to get better at that whole sharing thing and that time to that everything. I'm going to get better. That's my goal, is to get better every day, every day. So thank you for hopping on. And as you can see in our new strategy, it is all the recognition is supposed to be within the first 5 minutes. I'm doing my best to get good at it, but so I did start a little late. I do apologize. You know I don't like starting late. So if you can just remember to continue to hop on here 5 minutes early next week, and we'll try to do a better job at making sure that you guys get that information as soon as possible so that you can do that. So as you can see in the recognition, our team's doing an awesome job. If you haven't seen your name on there, or if you're not seeing your name high enough or whatever, it's because you're really not working enough, right? I can't be nice about it. Sorry. You got to work harder, right? To get to the goals that you want to get to. If you're where you're at, then congratulations. You're doing a great job and you should be proud of yourself no matter what. But be honest with yourself. Are you where you want to be, right? Is your business a business or is it a hobby, right? And so today, as your special guest, not really, I'm just the host of the show. Today we're going to talk about our businesses. One of the things that's hard to move from is understanding that you actually own a business. Like it truly is a business. It's a 1099 business. Nobody pays you but you. That's a hard thing to move from always having a job or always working for somebody, even if it is yourself and yourself has always owned like maybe the small business, to understanding that this is a large business. You get to a point where your business is actually bigger than a lot of businesses. At some point, bigger than Coca-Cola, right? And bigger than the insurance companies. That's you. That's yours. And the life insurance business, the momentum for life insurance is never going to slow down. Like everybody dies. Like we have the best industry because it's never going away. And I've been told, and I believe too, that AI is never going to take our jobs. Like AI can do a lot for us. We can utilize AI, and you should be if you haven't yet, but it's not going to take our jobs because they can't get licensed. You have to have a license to do that. So our business is amazing. In the insurance, some fun facts I pulled. The individual in the United States, the individual life premiums, life insurance, are forecasted to grow 2 to 6% this year. Typically, it's 3.1% on average. And already in Q1, the growth has been 10%. The sales have been strong for whole life and indexed universal life, IULs. So knowing those numbers says to you, where am I at? What am I doing? Am I holding myself back by not getting in on that? And that's what this whole call is going to be about. Where can I go? What should I be doing? And how can I get into that? Should I do it before other people are? So what we have to remember as agents is it's not about what they want. Remember, I always say that, you guys know this. I say, I don't care what they want. It's not that I don't care about them. It's that we have to find their needs. It's about what their needs are, what they need. After that, if they can qualify, and they can afford, and qualification is health, but it's also finance. If they can qualify, they can want more. So one of the things you guys need to start doing, or really work harder on, we all do, is we have to stop asking open-ended questions to these people. We can't say, what are you looking for? That's going to waste your time. Number one, they're going to give you this long story. Number two, it could be the person who doesn't know what they're looking for. They're not licensed, guys. Now, they might have an experience that you can pull from them. You can talk them out of to kind of help them and guide you towards what they need. but we don't care what they're looking for. It's our job to find that, right? So what we want to do is we want to start asking questions ourselves to figure it out without asking them, because they don't know. And even if they think they know, they don't know what's right for them. You do. And if you don't, one of your mentors does, right? So the first question I want you to write down that you should always be asking, number one, when you're trying to find the need is, and you're going through the finances, you've already asked them, it's in your script, you've already asked them, how much are you bringing in on a monthly basis? How much are you bringing in on a monthly basis? Now, one of the things we've encountered over the past couple of weeks, and I need to kind of throw you out under the bus, is you say that without clarity. You say it to them and they can't understand what you're asking. It's the same thing when you say, how old are you? Or whatever. If they're not understanding the question, you repeat it again. Never should you just repeat it again. Repeat it a different way. How much are you bringing in monthly? Huh? What's your income monthly? That's a different way to say it, right? So if they don't hear you the first time, it's not that they don't hear you, it's that they're not understanding the question. So you're asking them, what is your monthly income? Now they tell you $2,000. You do the math. Most people, and you should know this, and you can say this to them, most people don't put more than 5% towards their life insurance of their monthly income. Get your calculators out. Who wants to put in the chat? What is 5% of $2,000? If you're good at math, good on you. If you're not, get your calculator out. Everybody should have an answer in there. What is the answer? 5% of $2,000. Put it in the chat. Who knows it, or who has their calculator, and who's listening? Good, you're right. Kira, you think? That's a good brain if you actually thought that. Good job. I had to pull my calculator out. Right? So, okay, so now you say to yourself, and this is what a lot of new agents will do, guys, and we're talking all levels here. Now we say as a new agent, oh my gosh, they have $100. That's a $1,200 policy to me. That's the first thing your head says, but no, stop. That's the maximum you should even think about quoting them. That $100 is the very maximum. Like, I wouldn't even go that high. Why? Because of the other questions you need to ask, right? The other questions are, okay, so if they can potentially afford $100 a month, the next question is the silver question. Most people don't know this question. This is a write this down question. Are you more of a spender or a saver? It's on your financial inventory, but are you more of a spender or a saver? Don't make them feel bad, because everything's freaking expensive these days. They say, well, I try to save, but most of them, this is what they'll say. I try to save, but everything's so expensive. Exactly. Now, guys, this is your in right here. This is your close on you. Why you're better than the other person that's going to call them, or the other 5 people. Are you more of a spender or a saver? Well, I try to save, but it's really hard. Blah, blah. Exactly. So what we don't want to do, Mr. Bob, is we definitely don't want to make something that's too expensive. We want to put this so that you can afford it. It's not something you ever give up. Guys, you're not a salesperson. You're not trying to make the most money off of Bob that you possibly can. You're trying to keep Bob as your client. You're trying to keep it so that when his Mary calls you later on, he actually has life insurance and you can send her a check for $10,000. This is your key, your silver question. Are you more of a spender or a saver? And that's why. Because you're trying to find out if Bob really truly has $100 a month. You're not going to spend the $100 a month, not likely, but you want to make sure he has it. The next question. All right, Bob. And you must ask this question every time. It's not likely for some people, and you can say that. Now, based off of our conversation, Bob, I know this is a weird question, but do you have anything else that acts like life insurance that you're leaving to marry? Like 401ks, IRAs, money markets, savings accounts? You're going to get one of two things. No, I have nothing. Now you don't even want to go close to that $100 a month. Because if they're not saving $100 a month and their bills, they only have about $300 left over, that will strap them. Or you're going to get, well, I have some money in my savings account. And you're going to say, okay, on an estimate, how much do you think you have? Well, I have about $12,000. Guys, what does that tell you? They have $12,000 in their account. Put in the chat. What do you think that tells you? Or unmute yourself. Tell me.
How old are they?
What does it tell you though if they say that?
Well, if they're 30, it means they do save, but if they're 60, they're not a saver.
Okay, could tell you that. What else? Anybody else? So if Bob says I have $12,000 in my account, a lot of people would say, well, that means that they don't need life insurance. They got $12,000. They only wanted a cremation. They're fine. Is that correct or no? No, they only have $12,000. Guys, if Mary, and he's married, right? Married to Mary. If Mary is only left with $12,000, we have some major issues here. Because now Mary's losing either her income or Bob's income. Now, do they have a mortgage? Are they renting? If they have a mortgage, is Mary going to move out? Is she going to have to sell the house? Is she going to go live with the kids? These are the questions, guys, that you need to ask to find their needs. These questions, the ones that we never know what questions to ask, these are the ones that are going to help you find their finances. There's so much more to it. Additionally, what if Bob doesn't have a Mary? What if his daughter's name is Mary, right? My next question for him is Mary, your daughter, on your checking account and your savings account? Not as a beneficiary. I could care less if it's a beneficiary. Beneficiaries mean shit in the banking industry, just so y'all know. But are they owners on your bank account? Well, no.
With rights of survivorship.
I would definitely suggest you get her to the bank ASAP. Because guess what, Bob? If he's trying to argue that he already has $12,000 in his bank account, he's just going to leave that. He doesn't need anything more for his daughter. You're absolutely right. You don't. But here's where the problem's going to be, Bob. When you die, if she's not on that bank account as the owner, then therefore she won't have access to your money. She won't be paying your mortgage. She's going to lose that house to the bank until it goes through probate, which can take years. If you're lucky, it can take months, but it can take years. Guys, ask your clients the questions. Those are the questions you ask. Dig in deep. As uncomfortable it is, and as long as it takes you, understand your client so you can help them better. Now, here's the thing. Most of you have been doing great unmuting yourself so that we can help you with that, because you cannot put all that crap on a script. You can't. Your script would be 700 pages long. And you would say things that don't make sense to your clients because you didn't listen, you just followed the script, right? So we emphasize following a script, but you also have to use your street brain too, right? You got a book brain, that's great, but you got to be street smart. Don't ask your client stupid things if they've already told you, I don't have any money in my savings. Why are you asking them if they have a savings? Don't. But if it's your script, you told me to follow the script. Dude, that's why we tell you to use your street smarts. You've got to be logical. Now, what plays into that for you new agents, brand new agents, and welcome if you're brand new. What plays into that is your nerves. Your nerves. You're nervous as hell on your first 50 calls, right? That's why we tell you, unmute yourself so that we can help you. Are you going to be perfect every time? No. Are you going to have a $55 lead that goes down the drain? Yes, absolutely. But the more you do it, the consistent you are, the better you get at the questions, the better you get at finding their needs, the longer you keep your clients. So find their needs, not their wants. Next thing. We have so many products that we can offer people. We have a population of people that are growing and aging. We have a population of people that are retiring or getting laid off. We have a population of people who are losing their jobs and they're losing their income, or one person is in the family. We have to find the product that's good for them. How do we know what's good for them? Number one, you have to attend all trainings so you can stay ahead of the pack. You can stay ahead of the group. Guys, what's good now and what's going to be good in even 5 years from now is not the same as the 1990 insurance options that there were. Even 2000, even 2010. If you're not staying on top of your trainings, if you don't think that they're important to come to, you will fall behind. And nobody's there to pick you up. This is your business. This is your baby. You need to take care of it. You need to take care of the kids that you're growing right now, which is your business, okay? Get to the trainings. The opportunity for tools that there are growing, different markets are growing between seniors, families, small businesses, veterans you can insure, truck drivers, teachers, and then the options to build your agency right now with economic uncertainty that's around our country. This actually boosts your demand for people, for protecting people. Social media education right now is so, it's actually like you're kind of behind if you haven't started social media yet. Like if you think that I hate social media, 2000 and whatever COVID hit, 2020, I stopped social media. But I'm always forward thinking. And I realized that that was dumb because social media, if you're not doing social media, and that was what, 6 years ago? Now you're 6 years behind, which is fine, guys. Jump on the bandwagon. Like literally, if you're jumping on now, you're jumping on a bandwagon. If you're already on social media, you need to utilize, here we go again, Chat GPT, Grok GPT, Claude, whatever one you like, I don't care. AI, use the AI to your advantage. Right now, it should be on your calendar. Right now, you should be scheduling at least an hour a day of social media time, even if it's to start, how do I use social media? How do I use social media to build my business? How do I use social media to protect more types of people? Use AI to help you and put it on your calendar. Make it part of your day. We all talk about in the beginning when we do our sales strategy call, do not do it during dial time. Do not do it during inbound time. I don't care if you're sitting at your kid's game, copying AI, screenshot it, put it into AI and be like, make this for me. but do it 1 hour a day, guys. That is going to help you to stay ahead of the pack with the trainings that you're going to be attending, and you keep attending. I am 4 years in, 4 years of full time into this business. And it changes your life if you start it early enough. Guys, this industry rewards agency owners who show up consistently financially. Even as a brand new agent, day one, maybe you're not even licensed yet. You are entering a time of this industry that's huge with demand. You've got to get on that now. You won't want to get, I mean, there's going to be people getting on it all the time. You know, the fun story is like when they have registration for, say, convention in January, they always say, register now. And if you haven't registered for convention yet, then you're not putting this business as your priority. Go register for convention. Camden will put it in the chat. Register for convention. Costs you $99. And if you can't afford $99, you either haven't worked here long enough, which is like 2 weeks, or you're not putting the right amount of activity in to get paid what you should to afford a $99 ticket. I suggest $199, but whatever. I can't make you do anything for convention. Or you're not serious about your business. So Camden will put that in there. You need to understand that this time right now is where people say log in, get your ticket now. It's going to sell out. And the fact is, whether it sells out or not, it's that you should be there anyway. Right now, you need to be doing AI to take advantage of what it's doing for you or what it could do for you in the future if you utilize it. Number 3. From day one, I want every single one of you to stop thinking of yourself as an agent and think of yourself as a business owner. You're not a salesperson. You are a business owner. What do? You go to church. What do you do for your career or what your job? I'm a business owner. I'm a life insurance agency business owner. Or I'm a life insurance agency owner. You're not a life insurance salesperson. You're a business owner. And this job, it's not a job where you can punch a clock and hope for a paycheck, guys. You're building yourself an empire. Your book of business is going to grow if you grow it. If you put money into it, put time into your business, build your systems, grow your team, you're going to have multiple income streams coming in. You can doubt it all you want. And it's true. You won't get that if you don't work. If you have a poor mindset and you think of yourself as just a salesperson, you won't grow that. But when you own it, and when you actually do it and you think of yourself as an actual business owner, you need to track everything like a CEO, like a boss. I don't know how, Heather. Of course you don't. That's why I'm going to reiterate back what I said before. You need to go to the trainings. You need to learn. You're going to learn things new every time. And you need to utilize social media and you need to utilize AI so that you can grow you and your team and your business. You're going to learn to grow, and you should be exploring and learning about growing and building repeatable processes so that that business that you have runs even when you're not dialing. Even when you have things like your kids' graduations to go to. Even when you have to go to the dentist, and in the beginning you have to schedule your dentist outside of your dial time, eventually, not too far from now, guys, if you work hard now, eventually your dentist can be in the middle of the day or in the morning. Because you've built the processes so that your business runs even when you're not dialing. You need to make smart financial moves as a business owner, as the CEO of your business, so that you can scale your business. You can hire people inside your business, whether they're new agents or whether they're admin, and you can create wealth for yourself and for others. You want to stop. I'm guessing, raise your hand if you don't, and that's okay. I'm guessing you want to stop just surviving month to month. Like, I mean, Devin raised his hand because he didn't get my question, but I appreciate that. You want to, you don't like it, right, Devin? Correct. Nobody wants to live month to month. So you have to understand that if you have that CEO mindset, how do I become that? And these are some questions you can ask AI. Ask your Grok, your Claude, your Chat GPT. What do I need to do? And the agents who treat this like a business, those are the ones who actually explode. Those are the ones who you see on the stage. Those are the ones you're going to see talking because they didn't treat it like a hobby, a side gig. It's not just extra. They don't want to stay stuck. Which one are you going to be? And how are you going to do that? Hopefully utilizing some of the tips I'm giving you. Now, some of the core things that you need to do as a CEO of your company, and you can write these down, obviously, and this is adaptable to the person who's not even licensed, to the person who is doing $40,000 a month and running a team. Most of them already do. The ones that are running their teams are already doing this type of thing. We have to track our numbers. What numbers? Lead spend, even if it's zero. Guys, if you're not writing any business this week, tonight is the night where we're submitting our business for Solidity. If you've written zero business and you've hired zero agents, submit your numbers as zero. Be accountable for your own damn numbers. If you've written one policy in your whole entire career so far, track your numbers tonight. If you've bought zero leads in your whole career so far, you're going to see a link tonight that says submit your numbers. Click it, type your name in, type your upline's name in, say it's your first time submitting business, and submit it as zero. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry, I had to yell at my kid. Track your numbers, even if it's zero. Be accountable to yourself. If you've hired no agents, you've bought no leads, submit it to Solidity. That's okay. It's not that you're a bad person. You're being accountable to yourself. And you'll either like it or you won't like it, and you'll either do it again or you won't do it again, right? So that's one thing to track. Number two, your appointments. Number one, we don't love appointments, not on one call close, guys. If you're doing inbounds, you should barely ever set an appointment. They're not going to answer anyways. Heather, that's so negative. I don't care. It's real. Like, stop being unreal with yourself. Okay. But if you do set an appointment, you should actually track the ones that show up and the ones that you close, the ones that you protect. So how many appointments did you set? How many calls, people did you talk to? How many closes did you do? It's not all about, it's a lot about, but it's not all about how much money you made, right? That's part of it, but it all comes with that activity of tracking your numbers. And then how many of your clients are you holding on to? What's your retention percentage? What's your persistency? Now, you might not have any at this time, so you start with zero, right? But then when you get a client, are you keeping that client? Are you keeping them 3 months? Are you following up with them? We'll talk about that. Oh, excuse me, in a minute. Track your numbers. Track your income. The money that gets put into your account, that's not your money. That's not your money. That is your business's money. Track it. Track your expenses. Are you spending more than you're making? Probably. And then you're getting further in debt and further in debt, and it's harder to spend money on your leads. It's harder to spend money on your business because you're commingling them as well. Stop. Your money for your business is your business's money. Don't touch it. Pay yourself. Pay yourself so that if you're not working enough to get enough money, then what do you need to do? Work harder, work more. Like, go to more meetings, go learn, make it a priority. But if none of that's happening, it's your business. Nobody else is going to take care of it for you. And certainly, Marisa told me this one time, and it stuck with me, is nobody's going to love your business more than you do. Nobody's going to care for your business more than you do. Same thing as your kids. Nobody's going to love your kids more than you do. The grandkids are going to love them, but not like you do. I mean, grandparents, sorry, right? You've got to love this like it's your kid. It is your kid. It's your baby. So how do I track them? Well, again, let's go back to AI. We have lots of stuff for you. You've got the sales tracker. You've got all kinds of password trackers. You've got all kinds of things that you could utilize on the website, right? m-hlifeinsurance.com. Or make your own if you must. Remember, there's lots of people who have done this before you. Search AI. Have them make you something. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, though. So we need to track the numbers, but don't reinvent the wheel. There's proven scripts. There's follow-up processes. There's client CRMs. There's Ringy. There's Integrity. Things that cost money. Things that don't. Don't reinvent the wheel. And then the other thing that you need to adapt for a core principle is to think scalability, think growth. Don't hold a lid on yourself, and certainly never, you know me, I'm going to tell you, don't ever let anybody do that to you. But don't do it to yourself either. Like, don't think to yourself, well, if I make $1,000 this month, I'll be really happy. Sure, you can be happy, but you can make $1,000 in an hour. So stop holding yourself to that. Think scalability. Sometimes people can't even imagine what $10,000 in a month would be. Imagine doing that in a day. Like, really think about the fact that it actually happens all the time. And if they can do it, why can't I? So once I do that and I think about it, how can I make sure you're documenting it? Make sure you know how you did it so that your future team can replicate it. They can do the same thing. Even if that future team is coming in now, that's okay, and it should. Don't wait until you're making $10,000 a week to hire people or to bring people onto the team. That's silly. But at the now, start thinking about what you're doing, and it's going to be edited. Guys, you're going to fix things all the time. Like slideshows and systems and processes, you're going to fix all the time, and that's okay, and that's normal. But if you don't do that stuff, that's where you're not normal, and you're not going to be doing what you want to be doing in the next year. You've got to start thinking about these things down. Scalability. Do what you're doing, document it, put them in the right folders on your computer, do what you need to do so that people can replicate it. You can share it. And then when you're doing regularly about 10K a month, regularly, 3 months in a row, you can't do it on your own. 10K, let's talk about that. What does 10K mean? 10K means 10 clients on average. So if you do that 3 months in a row, even if you start at 5, 4, 1, those are people. Now, I don't know about you. I have close friends that I can remember their names, hopefully remember what they like to, their favorite thing. But once I get past 10 people, I barely remember their names. Guys, you're going to start getting so many clients that you don't remember their names. They'll call you. You better have things, get your systems in place that you know when Joe Schmo calls you, you know what his policy is. So that you can say, yeah, you've got an Americo policy, $10,000, you're paying $54.95 a month on it. Did you need some help with the banking or your beneficiary? Right? So systems. You need systems, and admin's part of that. Don't think right now. Right now, some of you are thinking, I don't need an admin. I don't do 10K a month. All of you should be doing 10. Everybody on this team, I don't know who some of you are, welcome. But every single one of you should be at 10K by next month, because that's nothing. If you're on Monday night's call, they don't even read 10K anymore because it's normal. It's actually low. So by next month, that should be at least your first 10K month if you're working. Like, think about that. But a lot of you are thinking 10K, I can't, that's a lot of money. I don't even need 10K. And you're putting that lid on yourself. Stop. Take it off. Allow yourself the beauty of 10 families. That's it. That's all it is. You just protected 10 families and you did it 3 months in a row. Now you have 30. Now you need help. You need that admin. Sorry, you can't have Brooke. She's mine. The next principle you need to focus on is financial discipline. Like I said before, separate your business and your personal. I don't care if you start an LLC, a TRK, a blah, 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 blah. I don't care what letters you have. Don't care. What you do need to do is have 2 accounts. I don't care if one's checking, one's savings. I don't care any of that, but you have to pay yourself as an employee. That money that Mutual of Omaha or Ethos pays you is not yours. They gave you that money to your company. Do not touch it. It is not yours. But you need to pay yourself. You've got bills. Every one of you is not living under a bridge right now. I mean, most of you, well, Joe might be because, he's in his car, but at least he has a car. Just kidding, Joe. You've got to pay your bills. So if you are not making enough money to pay your bills, you need to work harder. See a theme here, guys? You have to pay yourself like you're an employee. I typically recommend you pay yourself no more than, depends on your financial situation, and we can always talk. I will help you to decide it. You don't have to go on it on your own. Never feel embarrassed about it. If I don't help you, it's actually worse because then you might not know how to do it. You've got to be okay with asking questions. But I typically recommend 30 to 50% of what that carrier gives you going into your personal account. If you do 50% though, keep in mind you only have 50% left for your business. So something's hurting there, right? And if you're not working enough, you're not even getting that 50%, you're not even getting enough to put into your personal, then you're struggling, then you go on and you got to get another job. And then you don't have enough time to put towards this. So be smart with your financial discipline. Now, once you've paid yourself, you've got to keep the rest of the money for your business. You have to budget for things for like leads, marketing. And at the beginning, most of your income needs to go back into your leads. That's your French fries for McDonald's. I said this at convention. I'll say it again. Your leads are your French fries. Nobody wants disgusting refried French fries at McDonald's. I can tell you, if you take your leads and you recall them over and over and over and over and over again, months and weeks at a time, you're gonna stop getting money from them. It's just automatically goes down. Now, you take those leads 3 months later, recall them or give them to an agent. Yeah, sure, they'll get money from them. But if you do that with the French fries at McDonald's, they're gonna stop coming. So put at least 50% of your money towards leads at the beginning. The good news is, guys, all you have to do is scale to about 2,000, 2,500 per week, and you should be doing that quickly. if you're writing business. If you're writing business, it should be no problem for you to get to 2,000 per week. If you're writing business, that means you're working. Again, here we go back. It's the circle of life here. We got to work, right? You also need to have some sort of emergency fund, guys. And I'm not talking for travel to El Paso, though that's coming. Don't forget that. I'm talking about 20% of your deposit that you get every single day. If you're working hard enough, you're getting deposits every day. If you're not getting deposits every day, then you're not working hard enough. Be honest with yourself. 20%, I don't care if it's a $30 deposit, 20% of it should go into your account as a savings emergency fund for things like chargebacks. Any debt. Not personal debt, that's not your business money, don't touch it. Taxes. Guys, you have a business now. You have to run it like a business. You have to pay those taxes. And if you don't know how to do that, you ask questions. Again, circle of life, right? Now, once you learn how to do that on your own, and you're big enough, and don't worry, guys, if you think without that lid, that big enough's going to come quicker than you can imagine. Then you start having to hire admin. When you have consistent work ethic, consistent lead flow, and consistent processes, now you have to start with, could be a virtual assistant, could be somebody that one of your kids that you're going to train little by little to focus on recruiting systems, videos, focus on your referral systems, and to track your agents' productions, and give you the people that you're paying, allow them to build systems for you, but let them give you the access to it so you can see it as well. You can watch it and use that AI to make it better. That's what it's for. I mean, if you use it properly, that's what it does well. It really does. And it helps you to grow. From those of you who saw this team a year ago to now, I can't attribute it all to AI because I had to train that dang thing. But dang, if I hadn't used AI, most of you wouldn't be here right now. The ones that hadn't seen it back a year ago, you wouldn't be here. Now, that doesn't mean AI hired you, but the systems that AI helped me to put in place allowed me to find you, opened up my mind to what the possibilities are. We found you. Now we're here to help you grow. And now you need to do that for other people. Some of you might not even have the belief that you could even do something like that. The best part about this is I know you can. And I don't promise a lot of things. Ask my family. If I promise something, I really truly mean it. I promise you that if you put all of these things in place, by 2 years from now, you're going to be saying the same thing, if not something more, because who knows where this whole thing is going to go in 2 years, to people that you love and care about and who you want to see succeed. The last thing, well, this is not the last thing. Oh, hold on. Hiring and scaling. No, I'm sorry, we just did that one. Advice. So I'm going to give this advice to different tiers of agents, owners. Okay. This is for the brand new person who might not even have done their licensing. Okay. Right now, if you have somebody that you can think of that potentially wants to get licensed, even if you're not licensed, you need to start talking about it or getting them to the VBO. Right now, you need to get licensed. If you're not licensed today and you're not licensed in 2 weeks, then you need to get another job and just go work for somebody else. You're wasting your time. You're hurting yourself. And right now, if you are getting licensed and you've got a scheduled test, that's awesome. You need to be going to all the trainings that you possibly can to learn while you're studying for your license. You need to study daily. You do not need to know the carriers. You do not need to know how to sell. You need to know how to build your business. You can find that stuff on YouTube. There's people to follow. You can go on the M-H website. Camden, can you put that in the chat? You can come on to Discord to the trainings. You can go on to all the trainings that anybody has. Nobody wants you to be hurt, so we all share everything. And if they don't share it, then they're not a team you want to follow anyways, guys. And when you are able to share something, share it on Discord. Guys, if you find a cool training, post it on Discord in the training section, please. For the love of God, that is your section. That is not my team area. It is yours. Let people share your stuff. Because what if I want to see it? Don't be embarrassed. Don't question it. Be convicted in your feeling about it and share it. Your mindset. And role play. Guys, if you're just starting and you're a brand new agent, you've passed your test, you're just learning, you want to role play with our dear friend, old Dorothy. She is going to get faster, by the way. Trey's hard. Trey's working hard on the inbounds, then he's going to go fix Dorothy. But for right now, Miss Dorothy, she is a great tool for any new agent, even if you're not new, to practice objections or to get through a script, especially if you're struggling in an area. If you can't get the, the banking, you're struggling with a certain area, Social Security, whatever, Dorothy is an amazing tool. As a new agent, though, you want to aim to do at least 3 to 5 times a day, which in reality could be a full hour because she's so slow, right? And right now, as a new agent, your mindset, I need to tell you this, you will be rejected a lot. Rejection in this industry is so normal. But if you focus on the fact that you need to help that family or the next family, you're going to succeed. If you aren't good with rejection or, being told to F off or, them hanging up on you or you failing, go get a 9 to 5. It's not going to work for you. It's not. A lot of us have been scarred by life. We've had rejection throughout life, and we're really good at it. If that's not you, that's okay. Get a new job. Go get an actual job versus a business. There's going to be so many changes in your business. It's incredible. There's going to be ups. It's like a roller coaster. You have to be able to take that roller coaster and make it like kitty roller coaster. Like, you can have little ones, but keep your emotions kind of steady. None of this like teenage, I'm going to throw up roller coaster. You got to be able to handle it, right? And if you can't handle change, you can't be accountable to yourself. It's somebody else's problem all the time. This is going to be a tough job industry for you. Brand new agents, now's the time for you to focus, for you to study, for you to get through your licensing, for you to listen to everybody else because you don't know squat, even though you think you might. You don't. Don't reinvent the wheel and get licensed and get moving and get contracted and get writing. Don't try to study so hard. It's follow the system. If you're a mid-level producer, you've been in it for a while. You've written, 10,000 or 10 policies. You're getting a hang of it. Every policy you've written can have an additional at least 5 policies on average. Whether it's cross-selling life with other lines or referrals, you have the responsibility to learn how to ask questions. Listen to what they're saying. If they talk about their kid and their 10 grandkids and so on and so forth, that's a prime opportunity for you to become their agent and offer that referral bonus and understand what that referral bonus is. Put your social media skills to work. Get them on your social media. If you're afraid to have them on your social media, well, start a fresh one with just your business. Get them on that one. Utilize social media, utilize AI to keep it up and moving. And get those referral bonuses. Guys, when you get to a point, and it's probably 3.5, 4 years in, my referrals right now are 50% of my business, which means less lead spend, guys. I don't have time to buy leads as much. That's where you need to focus on getting to. But you can't do that without actually dialing now, right? Use your digital marketing skills. And if you don't have any, use AI, use somebody else for simple Facebook posts, sharing client stories. Can have first name, no last name, no, policy number, no phone numbers. But share your stories from your clients. And just like literally, if you have a sale, you should never not post about it. And you don't have to treat it as a sale, treat it as I protected somebody. Their grandson, who's a beneficiary, is not going to have to worry about their picking out a coffin. They're going to have whatever money they want to pick out a coffin. Share that, guys. Share your deposits. I don't care if you got a $500 or $300 or $30 deposit. Share it. Screenshot it, take out your account number and share it. It is not gloating. I know that some people think, well, it's gloating. No, it's not. You're running a business and that business is growing and you need to share that with people. It brings you referrals, it lowers your lead spend, and automatically you're just going to have a better business in 2 years. 2 years. Stop right now and think where you were 2 years ago. Did you have the kid that you have? Did you have the grandkid that you have? Did you have the house that you had? In 2 short years, your life could be changed. It's up to you to do it. Your goal right now is to increase what you're doing by at least 20% by consistently putting in daily activity, even on the weekends. Guys, if you're not doing $40,000 a month regularly, why are you not working 7 days a week? Here she goes again. She wants me to work on Sundays. I don't care what you do, but you're pretty lame not to. I'm not going to lie. If you're not doing what you want to do, if you're not making what you want to make, why? It's because you're not working. Hall of Fame agents have only got there by working their rear ends off. Hall of Fame agents make the most money on the weekends. That's the best time for me to actually make money. It's the best time to reach people. They're home. Right? They're home. Everybody's home on Sundays. Will you get yelled at? Yes. If you're going to be offended, don't do this business. Get out. If you're going to be offended because you called them to protect them because they asked you to on a Sunday, and you're going to be offended by them yelling at you, now might not be a good place to be in the industry, or you might want to get out. Okay. If you are an experienced agent, you've been writing, you've been active, and you haven't recruited yet, recruitment on social media is key right now. Send people. We have a beautiful tool right now. Again, fairly new. That VBO link, Cameron, if you can post that, that would be great. You can personalize it to you, and you should. I'm looking at Kayla right now. I'll look at Jerry right now. Jerry's brand new. Like, welcome for Jerry. Like brand new. Okay, Kayla, you're old hat now. You've been here a couple weeks. Jerry puts out that he has a VBO. Jerry says, why would I do that? I don't even know what this business is about. I don't trust this business. I don't even know who you are, Heather. Jerry sends it every single day and posts it on his social media. Jerry starts getting responses, says, what's this you're doing? Or what's this? Hey, I want to do that. Jerry says, oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing. Guess what? He knows he's got Camden. He knows he's got me. He knows he's got other people. He might not know because literally he's brandy new, right? But share that VBO because we will help them. What if Jerry says, oh, this sucks. I don't like rejection. But Jerry has 5 people who he actually introduced and now they're writing business. Jerry doesn't have to like it. Jerry doesn't have to be good at it. But his 5 people are, now he's making money with them. And on top of that, they're making money. And who are you to stop people from making money? It's actually just fflvbo.com. That Heather Robeson is mine. So I think it's fflvbo.com. And then you make your own link. Link it to you. Introduce them to Camden and I. or just Camden, I could care less. And we will train them. And you get the overrides. That override could be 10 cents. It could be $100. It could be thousands of dollars, but it'll be zero if you don't start introducing the opportunity. And we even provide the free training. We get them licensed. All they have to pay for is their state license and their E&O insurance. That's normal. Everybody has to have that. No company will let you write business without that. It's amazing. Position yourself and position, you're now that owner. Remember, you're not an agent, you're an owner. Position yourself as the IUL, the whole life, the senior market, the veteran, the truck driver specialist. And invite people to do it with you. Use ChatGPT, use the Claude, use the Grok to create a plan and execute it to be successful and get people onboarded. Now, for all of your new, especially Jerry's brand new. Do we make you do it? No, guys, you're an independent agent. Stop thinking I'm telling you have to do anything. You're silly not to. I'm not going to lie. I told you, I don't promise much. I promise you're silly if you do not do it. If you don't take your social media now, if you don't take that link, if you don't share it with people, it's crazy. What actions? Write them down. Put a star on your notes if you took notes. If you didn't take notes, sorry. If you're not taking notes at the meetings and not doing anything about them, you're not going to grow. Put a star next to all the actions you're going to take this week. Put them into ChatGPT, get it organized, put them on your calendar. That's how right now, in 2 years from now, your business is going to look different. Guys, we're not just selling policies. We are serving people. We are here to serve our friends by inviting them to the VBOs. We are here to serve clients by getting them protected, which then serves our own families. You are building a legacy. You are not an agent. You are building a legacy right now. Right now, you're building an empire for your entire flipping family. What do you want it to look like? Envision it, write it down, and grow it. And be patient. Be patient with you. That's the biggest thing. You have to understand. Be patient with you. Understand that everybody does things at a different time, but there is a pattern to everything everybody does. So in this industry, you might have Jerry who comes out and hires 15 people this month, and by next month his team's doing, or 6 months from now, his team's doing $1 million a month. Or you might be like Heather, who came in 4 years ago, and we're just getting to 150,000 a month. Or you could be like Andrew, who came in 2013, and now his team's doing 23. That's what, 13 years? Good math right there. Doing 23 million a month. But you're gonna be like not that this is bad, because I like Taco Bell, but you're gonna be like the Taco Bell worker if you don't do any of it. Taco Bell is amazing. What are you going to do? Put a star by it. And guys, utilize Discord. I will see you all on there. This has been recorded, I hope. Yes. It will be posted. Camden will post it. All the links are in the chat. Joe Catran has awesome deposit in there. Good job. May to date, 43,000. Those are real things, guys. Post your deposits. It's so, it helps people. And I'll see you guys on Discord. Thanks for hopping on.